Hello everybody, apologies for this late reaction video. As I've mentioned in one of my previous videos, I don't get as much time at the moment over this Christmas period given the location that I'm currently filming in. Should be back on the normal location within the next few days, but for now I am in my bubble. I am isolating with my parents, so I don't have my usual setup. So once again, apologies for these late reaction videos over the Christmas, the festive period. But I'm here today to talk about the result. Manchester United 1, Wolves 0. Well, what can we really say about that game? The result was good. The result was impressive, not by the amount of goals scored or the chances created, but just by the nature of the game, the way that we just kept going, how we showed that we were determined to keep going until the final whistle. I think that's something that Ollie has instilled in this team, and we got the winner, 93rd minute, Rashford, who'd been sort of on the fringes of the game, like a lot of players. Like Fernandes didn't have his best game last night, but like all great players, he steps up when it's required. He spotted Rashford, and what a pass. And Rashford gets a little bit lucky with the finish, but ultimately I think United deserved it just for how much determination they showed. I thought we deserved the win in the end as well. I thought we were in control in the second half. I thought Wolves created very little. When they did create something, they did look a bit of a threat, but I think we did have a slight advantage given that we played a game on Saturday and they played a game on Sunday. So I think that might factor into the game, because the last 20 minutes of the game, I did feel like they were tiring a little bit, and I think United sensed that. I think the likes of Rashford and Fernandes probably sensed that Wolves were a little bit tired, they were a little bit jaded, and Wolves did look like they were going to get away with a point, get over the line. And if they had got over the line, I wouldn't have begrudged them that. I would have thought, well, you know what? They've had less time to prepare than us, a day less. So, fair play to them. But I do think overall we deserved it based on our second half performance. It was a game where we didn't really create a lot. Wolves frustrated us. I will say it now, I hate playing against Wolves. I absolutely hate playing against Wolves. I know we beat them in the cup. Juan Mata scored a late goal. I remember being at that game and the same feeling, just frustrated. We looked tired, but we got over the line. Mata got a late goal and we went on to get to the semi-final earlier this year. Unfortunately went out at the cup. But, I think we're learning from those experiences now. We've beaten Wolves in the last two games at Old Trafford, or was the cup game? I know we beat them in the cup 1-0, and then it was a 0-0. No, I think we beat them in the cup, and then it was a 0-0. It was one or the other, but either way, we've basically, I don't like playing against Wolves because it's not. The games aren't entertaining. They aren't full of goals. They aren't full of chances. And when you do get a chance, you've got to take them. And Rashford took his chance. Yes, there was a little bit of luck, but that's what you need. Because when Liverpool were doing it last season, everybody was praising them. Everybody was saying, that's the mark of a good team, and that's what we've said for years. That's what they used to say about United. They haven't played well today, but they've got a result. That's the sign of champions. I don't think we're going to win the league, but I definitely think that we are seeing progress under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And for me, now the minimum this season is not just to get into the top four. I want us to be in a comfortable position come March, April time in that top four. I want us to be bang on. We're in the top four, and we can sort of maybe, if we're still in a cup competition, we can concentrate on that. Because I want us to finish as close to Liverpool as we can, but I'm desperate for us to be in a comfortable position in that top four, because that is a real sign of progress. I've said it before in a previous video, and I've said it to friends and different people along the way. I don't want to see us scrambling around for the top 4 on the last 2 or 3 games of the season. Like last season, we got ourselves into a great position. Last day of the season, we need a result against Leicester. We got over the line. I don't want that this year. Now, this team, for me, is still in a moment. I don't believe that we are good enough just yet. Well, not that we're not good enough. I think we're still 1 or 2 players short. I think that we've shown the back end of last season, when Ollie first came in, the last month or so, that we are capable of going on a really good run. And we are in a moment right now. We have to embrace it. Players, fair play last night. They didn't play well, but they dug in and they got the result. Now, something I have to bring up is, of course, you'll get the likes of Craig Burley on ESPN downplaying whatever we do. He seems to hate United, and I don't know whether Ollie took a shit in his shoe at some point during Craig Burley's career. I don't know, but he seems to have a problem with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Manchester United. Maybe it is that he wants us to fail because he knows it'll sell likes and it'll keep him in a job. But who knows? Maybe that's just speculation, conspiracy theories. I don't know, but I hope Craig Burley is taking note of what Manchester United are doing now, because he looked really unhappy on that video last night. He looks so unhappy to be talking about United being in the form and the position that they're in right now. He's such a negative, probably one of the most negative pundits out there right now. So every time we win, and that win, it's even sweeter. And that late goal made that the look on Craig Burley's face last night made the 3 points even more sweeter. Made that bit more special. I can't stand Craig Burley. He's one of those negative pundits. But it's not about Craig Burley. It's about Manchester United, who've beaten a professional and well-drilled Wolves team last night. Wolves are a difficult team. We don't have the best record against them, but we've done it. And now we go on to play Aston Villa. And actually, when I looked at the fixtures, the previous fixtures, Leicester, Wolves and Villa, I thought, oh no, these are teams that are they're in form, they're hard to beat. But you know what? They've been the perfect games for us over this period. Perfect games because no game is easy in this league. But when you want to be playing teams that are in form, because it shows where you are. I thought Leicester was the one that got away, but now it's a good point now because Liverpool dropped points, and of course Chelsea dropped points, Spurs dropped points, so that was good. Now Chelsea dropped points again, so we've got a bit of a gap between ourselves and them in that push for the top 4. Even though I think we can definitely make the top 3, top 2, dare I say. Still don't think we're ready to win the title, but now we're starting to get a little bit of a gap between ourselves and those other teams. And if you can do that, then fair play. And Leicester, of course, we've got points against Wolves, difficult, and now we've got Villa next. Watched Villa against Chelsea, and I thought they were excellent and probably should have come away with more than a point. Chelsea fans will say a point was a fair result. I thought Villa were excellent in that game, and I thought they exposed Chelsea's weaknesses, and they'll give us a game, and they'll expose ours. Make no mistake about it. Aston Villa are coming to Manchester United to win 3 points, climb the table, keep their momentum going, and this is a perfect game for us as well because we're playing a team that's in and around us, a team that's banging form like us. We're going to have to be on our game. I thought John McGinn the other night was excellent. And I think Grealish will have something to prove as well. He's obviously being linked with United. So he's going to come to Old Trafford looking to showcase his talents. He's in good form. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Tough game coming up against Villa, but happy with that 3 points against Wolves. Now we just have to kick on. After the Villa game, we've got Watford in the FA Cup, we've got City in the League Cup, and then a massive game against Liverpool, who have got a game against Newcastle. I don't expect Newcastle to take anything from Liverpool tonight. Really, all my attention in terms of Liverpool before our game is that Southampton game. I think Southampton have been excellent this season. You've hit a bit of a not a rocky patch, but since I think losing to Manchester City has taken the wind out of their sails a little bit. So since then, since that defeat, they've not won a game. But very unlucky against West Ham. But that was again a really competitive game. Two teams that are in form, so it's going to be interesting. I don't expect. I'm hoping that we find something within ourselves to get us over the line, at the very least against Villa, get 3 points against Villa, and if we can go into that Liverpool game, at the very least 5 points behind them, we've given ourselves a massive opportunity because we have that game in hand. Of course, we have to win all our other games as well, and then win that game in hand. We don't know when that is, but it's just good to have that positivity around the club at the moment and feel that little bit of optimism creeping in, because we've had a lot of negativity at the beginning of this season and of course the first half of last season. So I think we're in a good moment right now, but we have to kick on. We have to make this result count. We have to keep this run going, and we cannot slip up, because if we do want to make, at the very least, if we do want to challenge Liverpool for the title, then we have to stay within touching distance of them for when we go into this game against Liverpool. If we go into that game against Liverpool 5 points behind them, 3 points behind them, then it's on. Then I will say there's a potential for a title race. I won't say we're in a title race until, if we're in this position 25, 26, 27 games into the season, then I'll say, yeah, we're in a title race. And then what happens, happens. But right now, we just have to focus on each game. I'm happy with the 3 points. I thought I was losing my mind watching that game last night at times, but, a win is a win. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. So results business. It's Manchester United 1, Wolves 0. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, why not subscribe? Leave any thoughts, comments and feedback on the video, because as I always say, those thoughts, comments and feedback help me when I'm creating future content. And it's also just nice to hear from United fans and just football fans in general. And of course, leave me a like. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all soon.